Top 10 Oldest Cats in the World. If you're a true cat lover, you know your little pet has a life expectation of 20 years. But did you know there are cats that can live up to 40 years? If you want to meet these incredible miracles of nature, you can't miss this video.
Back off!
So, tell me more.
Number 10. Whiskey. You might not believe this, but this kitten was found inside a trash can. It was born September 11, 1985 in Melbourne, Australia. Her owner was Lorraine Arnott, who was in a school bus and adopted the cat when she was 5 years old. Because of the implacable passing of time, Whiskey started to have problems with walking and lost a lot of weight. It made Lorraine suspect that the cat was about to die. This kitten lived a total of 30 years and 41 days. Whiskey went through a lot of rough moments, like a fire in her house where she survived. Also, she lost sight because of renal insufficiency and went through a complicated surgery because it was born with both ovaries and testicles. What a fighter! Number 9. Spike. This little cat lived 31 years and 2 months. Its owners were Elkington and her husband David, an aromatherapist. Both lived in Dorset, England, accompanied by Spike. The cat was bought in a Brick Lane market in 1970. Normally, it was fed with fish and unusual cat food, but to prevent sickness like arthritis and rheumatism, they gave this cat a mixture of aloe vera with the purpose of making it stronger. What's curious about this is that it actually worked. It was stronger than ever. When it was 19 years old, the cat suffered a Rottweiler attack and almost lost its life. The dog bit the cat and caused a wound that got infected, which almost killed the cat, but it was saved thanks to the intense care of its family. However, because of its advanced age, Spike died in July 2001 in the arms of its owners. Number 8. Nutmeg. Its owners, Leanne and Liz Finley, met Nutmeg when their older cat, Spice, took it to its house a lot of times. That's how they finally decided to adopt this cat because it was really beautiful. They celebrated their cat's birthday every March, and that's why they remember they got it in 1990 when it was 5 years old. This old cat from the United Kingdom reached an age of 32 years old, a milestone for this species. When Nutmeg was younger, it had a few health problems, such as an abscess in the neck which was retired when the Finleys had it under their power. But despite all of the care its owners gave it, this cat had a seizure caused by a stroke in 2015. Happily, once it was treated in the Westway Veterinary Center from Newcastle, it could fully recover. Although it only had 3 teeth left, its favorite food was chicken. It loved this dish so much that it wouldn't move until they gave it its appreciated chicken. Because of its advanced age and breathing difficulties, Nutmeg passed away, leaving its owners so sad since they couldn't have a child and they treated this cat like one. Number 7. Sasha. Little Sasha was rescued by her owner Elizabeth O'Neill in 1991. At the beginning, Elizabeth thought that it was just a baby cat, but big was her surprise when the veterinarians told her that the cat was almost 5 years old. This little kitten had a special diet, which includes chicken, pig, and meat. That's because when it was saved, it was so skinny her owner had to give this cat a lot of food. But Sasha is not only beautiful and cute, she's a warrior too because she has survived a lot of mortal moments, such as poisoning, broken bones, and even a surgery because of the unstoppable growing of her nose, which prevented her from breathing. This surgery was really complex because of the age of the cat and the problems she had in her kidneys. Thanks to the intervention of Ver4Pets veterinarian Sasha Fazer, this little cat came back home at the age of 32 years old. Number 6. Miez Maz. Miez Maz is one of the oldest cats in the world. Can you guess how long it lived? 33 incredible long years! Amazing! This adorable cat was white with brown and coffee stains in its back and head. It was really cute, but with an uncombed and tangled hair because of the life it lived. This cat didn't have an owner because it lived in the Tagarwa Island train station. It didn't have a relaxed life, but was loved by all the people that knew the cat. What we know about the cat is that it escaped from home and started living in the train station, where it became really well known. The employees from the place loved it, so they took care of it and fed it every time they could. It was practically adopted by them. Sadly, everything changed when a veterinarian that was on the station confused it for a sick street cat and decided to capture it and put it to sleep. This caused so much polemic that it made it to the news in the year 2012, awakening great indignation from all the citizens. Maybe if it wasn't like that, Little Mia's Max could have lived way more and could have obtained the title for the oldest cat in the world. Despite of its sad end, this cat has a place in the heart of those who met him. Number 5. Misan. Misan is a female cat from Sweden and has competed for the title of the oldest cat in the world a couple of times. She was adopted by Asa Wickberg when he found her in 1985. She realized this cat could be a good competitor when he saw the oldest cat in the news, which was way younger than his cat. Since Misan's age is really advanced, she suffers from back pain and kidney failures, which were cured with cortisone and special diets. Although Misan didn't get the title, their owners are still waiting for this cat to get it because they believe this cat will live for way more years. This cat is 33 years old. Number 4. Sarah. Sarah lived for so many years, she was considered the oldest cat in New Zealand. Can you imagine how old she was? Although you might not believe it, this cat lived 33 years and 6 months. Sarah was a white wildcat who had its head and body covered by a big brown stain. It had a long and difficult life since it had a lot of incidents. One of those was a car accident it suffered when her owner was not paying attention and ran over this cat, so it had to be taken to the hospital where they took its tail out. Luckily, the surgery was a success. Because of this accident, Sarah had other health complications such as heart murmurs, renal problems, and the loss of the audition. However, it was still a strong pet because of the care given by the Fords. They spent a lot of money by maintaining the health bomb the whole day, so the cat didn't freeze. This kitten was born in the East Coast and lived with its owners during 20 long years. Sadly, they moved and left her behind. After a few days, the neighbor, Fleur Ford, realized this cat was alone, so she decided to take her home. Since that moment, they became inseparable until 13 years later, when the cat passed away. Ironically, this cat died just 3 days before the Guinness World Records formulary arrived to her owner's hand. What's even more sad is if this was filled out and sent in time, Sarah would have been the oldest cat ever without problems, stealing the title from Corduroy of 26 years. Number 3. Grandpa Rex Allen. Grandpa Rex Allen was born in 1964 and is one of the oldest cats in the world that made it to the Guinness World Records book. It was adopted by Jake Perry from Texas when this cat was only 5 years old. It shared its house and food with 19 other cats, and on its birthday, they ate their special cake covered with tuna and asparagus. Jake fed this little cat with vegetables and fried food, which were harmful for the cat but surprisingly didn't shorten its life. And what a life! Grandpa's Rex Allen died in 1998 when it was 34 years and 2 months. Number 2. Cream Puff. Cream Puff was born in 1967 and until now was the oldest cat ever registered in the Guinness World Records. Its owner was Jake Perry from Texas, who was also Grandpa Rex Allen's owner, one of the oldest cats in the world. Perry fed their cats with an unusual diet, which consisted of asparagus, broccoli, eggs, mayo, bacon, and coffee with cream for breakfast. An unhealthy diet, and surprisingly, it didn't kill his cats. It made them stronger. He always loved his cats and took care of them as if they were his children. Cream Puff died on August 6, 2005, living a total of 38 years and 3 days, which is equivalent to 168 cat years. Thanks to all the documentation that proved its age, it obtained the title despite the fact that there are older cats. Number 1. Lucy. Lucy was born in Thomas Street, Llanelli in 1972. It's 39 years old, which is equivalent to 172 cat years. It practically doubled the life expectation for normal cats. Its owner was Bill Thomas, who obtained this cat as heritage after his wife's godmother died in 1999. He realized that Lucy's age was way above the established when he saw an old aunt that was visiting them recognize this cat and remembering she used to see it in a fish and french fries store. That's why Bill took it to the veterinarian, who couldn't give an exact age, but calculated it was 39 years old. He tried to inscribe it in the Guinness World Records for the oldest cat in the world since it wasn't an entrance for this title. It's always active and it's in shape since it likes to hunt mice in its yard. But with the years, Lucy had auditive problems until it became deaf. Were you surprised by this top? Don't forget to tell us which cat stole your heart. Like the video, subscribe, and share it. See you soon!